Okay, let's go. First things first, France. I'm gonna say like a few things here. First of which is forts. This fort, I hate it. Get it out. Put it on this. Put it here. It's a hill. It covers the same land, if not better, like if not more, because sure that one's 13 dev, this one's 7, but it stops Spain from walking in. This one is alright. You could move it to here on the hill, but that's just for the 25%, for the 10% defense. Still has that +1 dice roll attack when you go and fight. Um, However, on this one, right, sure that's a hill, but the point of this one, in my opinion, is just to cover land. Uh, this, however, destroy this fort as well, put it on Renee, destroy the Cane fort, fuck it, destroy this fort, fuck it, build a fort on Paris instead for the +3 that covers a bunch of land, with a fort in Renee instead of Finisterre, or whatever you want to call it. You'll have a bunch of protection in Brittany from naval invasion there. It's the same thing as this, but more. You can also, yeah, that's basically it. Covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces. All provinces that no other fort covers, which is good. The Cane fort. This fort is also not affected by sea, so you probably won't have naval dominance in most wars. So, you won't be losing, like, they won't be getting bonuses from dice rolls from blockading it. They won't be, and you won't. Basically, I'd say it's a better bet. Secondly, this fort here, again, you can be blockaded. Why have it there? Instead, have it on Paris. It covers this land. That covers this land. There's one line that is uncovered there, but is covered here, so they can have 3 provinces of fucking moving. Oh boy. But they first still have to land and shit on there. This Paris covers a shit ton of land there. That I'd delete this fort and move it there if anything, just because then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This fort I would say move it to the hill, or you can leave it here still. This one's fine. It covers a few provinces, but I'd prefer it on the hill. So yeah, fort in Rennes, fort on Paris, Renays, whatever, fort in Paris, fort in Forez, and delete all the other forts. That'll boost your economy a little bit as well, which is nice. Pump up that military one, put on the military monarch point there, put on the diplo monarch point there, take land back. Oh no, 10% tax, whatever will you fucking do? Oh, what a shame. You do the admin one later, just because you don't need to take it right now. Sure, it's nice, but you don't need it right now. Also, put the focus onto military points. 645 with weak lineage, that's fine. Let's. The reason why you pick Reformed Galileo over Condotta is because of the 2 offensive morale pips, which mean more at this stage in the game. Later on, they don't mean as much. Like down here, where is it? No, actually, I don't think they mean as much, but they're still better than like the defensive morale. Eventually, and the defensive fire damage. Where am I looking? Yeah, the defensive fire damage and the defensive pips mean more than offensive down here. That's why you picked that. But I'll talk about that later when the game is later. I'm making a video right now. I'm like just woke up, so my brain ain't thinking on 7 dimensions. 4 forts. You need to buff that number up for when you do go on to when you do pump them up for tradition. You took quantity eco, so that's some deving policy there. That's 30% dev cost with the policy of 10%. So you'll just be chucking land all round, going nutty like that. You're going to be colonizing Africa. You only build enough colonies, enough of a trade zone in each. So you get enough of a charter in the Guinea area to get a merchant, and then you get enough of a charter in West Africa to get a merchant, and then the rest is just manpower, force limit, etc. And you get enough of a charter in Niger, to get a charter. You don't overdo it, but you can if you want. Yeah, next thing, and the other thing I'm going to really say is, because you've got your Diplo shit here and there and whatnot, Diplo can be whatever you want, fucking I don't care, is your trade shit, your trade deal. You either got to pick, I would say the smart thing to do is pick one of the Italians or Burgundy or Great Britain, like one of the Genoese contenders or one of the English Channel contenders, which at this point could be Great Britain, Burgundy, or Westphalia, if Westphalia betrays Burgundy and like snags some of that land. Snags that land and becomes a contender there. But either way, if you pick Genoa, spend that 100 Diplo, make your main trading port in one of these English Channel provinces, and then use your 2 merchants to move trade down to Genoa to put the maximum amount of money in there. They get the maximum amount of money and pay you for that. Your ally becomes stronger, you become stronger. Or, if you're giving to one of the English Channel people, you chuck your trade capital into one of the Genoese provinces, because it's a final node and it will collect from there, wherever you put it. You put your trade capital down there, and then you just use your 2 merchants to push from here to here, here to there. Or from, if someone else, yeah, because when Burgundy for some reason is pushing out of here, so if you stop collecting here and move your merchant away, all of the income will be sucked out of here because no one else is collecting here. So because no one is collecting, if there's one merchant pushing, actually if there's no merchants pushing, it'll start going along, but that one merchant is increasing the value of how much it is doing. See, it comes as 2.15, but then because what is this? It doesn't even say how much. No, 6% increase in value, so it goes from 2.15 to 2.28. More merchants, more value, but in a decreasing proportion, but that's fine. Yeah, you could like chuck a merchant here, there, anywhere, which is good in the hood. You have level 2s all around. You can have 2 level 3 maxes because you only have 2 merchants. So yeah, I'd say your next goal is just pick someone to make a trade deal with, and from there do what I said regarding that. Burgundy. Alright, Mr. Burgundy, you're a little fucked, because I don't agree with the exploration at all, even though, like, I just don't think Burgundy should be a colonial thing. I think it should be a land power that eats, like, West Germany and contends with East German powers, and contends with, and works with or against South German powers, works against France. Definitely not the way you've gone, but yeah. As it stands, you're losing money, so let's just turn off the forts real quick. I would prefer to have a fort on your capital and make it a level 3 than having this extra fort here. You probably won't have naval dominance, so I'd say also, like, put your fort, just delete this fort in general. It protects literally nothing. Especially if you're fighting France, it protects literally nothing. They can just walk in on any province. This protects all the same land that it does. This province will be open, but that's fine. Fuck it. Doesn't deserve to live anyway. Luxembourg, that's an alright fort. Here, that's an alright fort. There's no hills in here, is there? No. I'd prefer the one in Utrecht, so when you get the Utrecht, delete the one on the Hague. You can keep the one in this farmland if you really want to. Delete the one in Gelray when you get it. There's no one in Gelray, that's just a level 1 fort. Okay. So yeah, that'll save you 2 ducats. If we delete this now, we can look at that. Actually, yeah. That'll save you 2 ducats of income there. So you're down to -2. Portuguese separatists? What the fuck? Why do you own this? It's literally named Give Back. I don't... I'm assuming it's a jump-off point. 100% assuming it's a jump-off point to colonize somewhere. But still... yeah. So... Where the fuck is this? Here? Okay, so you move like 2 armies onto there, and then you just press the button, provoke revolt, boom. 16k, you deal with it with your 27k, which is the force limit right now, actually. You may have some cannons in here, so you won't feel that to full. No? You have 1 cannon. Yeah, but that's fine. You'll still fight at full width. You'll take these guys down, that'll give you a 20%, and once you send a colonist out, you won't need this province, so you can just sell that back. Then you can turn off your maintenance. However, I don't know exactly how the Dutch Revolt works, so it may just be random things, but either way, you can turn it off, then that gives you +10 economy. Isn't that great? And then turn it back on when an event comes up, move your armies there to defend, etc. If someone declares on you right now, one of these guys, you having your armies low maintenance, but in the center of your country, really won't matter. You having your forts off really won't matter. Right, said delete this one, didn't I? I keep this one here just because it is a hill, and because it has that salt. So it's got 25% defensiveness from that in of itself. So yeah, that's pretty decent. Yeah. Yeah, level 3 here that defends. I know there's like a mission or something that you have to do. Yeah, you complete this mission when you annex this land. It literally gives you the 4 provinces that you need. Yeah, okay, so that completes that mission. You can then form that country when you need to. Nice. Tag... I really just don't know what to do for you diplomatically. That's what you can do financially short term. Wait, you have a loan? You don't have this. Okay. So what you can do is indebted to the Merchant Guild, go to your loans, pay off this big boy loan. Now you're only paying like, what is this, 1.3 ducats of interest. You have 1,500 ducats to spare with your positive income, after you defeat the rebels, that is. And then you just build up counting houses, church here and there, some manpower. I wouldn't really build up the land that you're going to cede to France. I would build up like this shit, however. This +3 is because you're selling the iron out. Right, that's weird. I don't understand why it says +3 there. But yeah, that's what I would say to do for you. Your next idea group would, I'd say, like, be a military one, because you need land power in Europe. You need continental power. Westphalia, let's look at your buildings. Okay, you've literally built up every building slot. Oh, okay, so you need to 5, 5, 8, 11, 11. So yeah, you need to dev these up to 10 to get the extra building slot. Then you build force limit building. Yeah, what you need is force limit buildings, I imagine, because your army looks pretty small. Yeah, force limit buildings to try and match up to like your neighbors who have like 60s. I think Prussia has something like 50, 60 force limit. Then with you, what ideas do you have? Trade, eco, defensive. I'd go quality ideas next. Because you need quality to match up to your neighbors as well. Then from quality, I'd go quantity. Quality, quantity. You'll have a really strong economy with those two combined with all the policies. With trade, that's making me think you should probably go for. You should either contest in English Channel against like the British, not the Burgundy, because to get to the British Channel you have to kind of kill the Burgundians, or contest in Lubeck. By that means you have to fight Prussia or Sweden, and Prussia and or Sweden, or you could go for more of a Germanic trade, like Germanic trade power, and like sell to the Lubeck or to the English, or French if they somehow get a large portion of the English Channel under their control. Yeah, I'd say that's the play there. Same with Burgundy. I think I forgot to say this, but you should probably get a mill point one. You have the admin one, right? Yeah, that's the admin. Wait, was that a year? Wait a year. Click that button. Bada bing, bada boom, and then click the Diplo one, and then you have that monarch point gain without losing much. You can do it right now, but then you'll go to 16%, and you want to be over 20%. I'd say my rule is be over 20% the majority of the time, unless you're going to be in peace for a while. But with you, you're in a spot where peace isn't really that much of an option. Like, isn't that much of a guarantee, I mean. Okay, I would say, have you pressed this one? I would say click this to get everyone over 50 again. Because when you take this, it lowers the equilibrium by 5%. So here as well, lower the equilibrium by 5%. That was the one, right? Yeah, so that'll chuck it back over, yeah, 50 when it would have been like 48. What? I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah. Yeah, I'd say chuck on the mill point one, chuck on that one, get over 50, click the button in a year's time, chuck on the Diplo one, and then just keep seizing land, developing, building, choose a side, and expand. Tag Prussia. I guess it's kind of fitting music for Prussia, I guess. Yeah, click this button. Yeah. You have to get so much land. Yeah, so you have policy, click that shit. You went quantity eco, okay. Now you go in quality. Is that the Junkers? What the fuck? That's such a weird name. Sounds like a ship. You can't do the debt shit because you chucked on all this on the advisor stuff and the governing capacity. Alright. I'd say eventually if you leave the empire or get out. So you just have to be under governing capacity to max this shit out. That's insane. That's insane. Holy shit. I love how you only have 8% Prussian culture. That's such a meme. My god. Okay. Yeah. That's insane. Alright. Dev cost, yeah, this is going to be a pretty strong Prussia. Because he's taken so much land. He has the dev cost shit. He's going to have the, like, uber quality. Because look at that, 115% as it is. Going to be 120 when he finishes ideas here. It's going to be 125 from finishing that idea. And then it's going to be 130 from taking this. And then it's going to be 135 when he selects a discipline guy here. And then it's going to be 140 when he does the absolutism. and there's probably another 5% I'm missing somewhere. That's gonna be fucking strong. Okay. Okay. As it stands, yeah, I'd say try and get rid of one of your Diplo policies, probably like the Diplo Advisor one, and replace it with instead. I know you're getting that dev cost reduction, but I'd say replace it instead with the money, because you could just build the shit out of your land, get the eco pumping. Yeah. With you, I'd say, seeing as you have fairly decent, you will have fairly decent control over a lot of lands. You like try and make a deal with, say, Westphalia or Burgundy or England or someone who's a trade power person down the line from you, which in this case is, yeah, 1, 2, 3, is one of those 3 players there, and work with them, or and kill the other 2, or in this case, kill, if you work with Westphalia, kill the other one for Westphalia, kill Westphalia for Burgundy, kill that, this, that, and whatnot. Not really much else I can say there, you don't need that. Yeah. You've got 50k force, 75k force limit because of 90 force limit. Oh, never mind. We only built like 6 of these. Okay, yeah, I'd focus on building manpower. Yeah, manpower, force limit, and manufactories and other. How much of these did you build? I'd say build these 3 just because they give you so much back. Nothing under 15 for you, 0.15 for you. Yeah, alright. Tag Sweden. Sweden has about 50k men from the looks of it. 55k men. Everyone picks Condota. I have always picked this. Even before I got this mod. Does Sweden just have something that gives them fucking +1? Oh yeah, possible policies +1 on all of them. But it may just, you pick, if you get, once you use up one policy, like once you use up 4 on one, it takes away from the other 2. That's weird. I don't know. You're Protestant, I think? No, you're Orthodox. Okay. Yeah, that'll be a tiny bit of time before you can convert back. Westphalia, I would say just go fucking reformed. Be a little bit of time before you convert all this shit, but I think you've dodged. Wait, no. Never mind. Never mind, I'm dumb. I get that military power one. Took the Diplo and admin over the military. Probably a reason. I'd be deving. I'd use those state edicts to dev the shit out of places. With, I'd dev your fur and shit with, Diplo points. I forget what actually becomes quite decent. But yeah, I dev your fur and shit, your more southern lands because it has... Never mind. Yeah, I'd just be deving your fur and stuff up because the price does go up. Then manufacturers and all that shit. Trade deals, this, that, and whatnot. Tag... Not much I can say for you. You really just have to find allies, work with them, and crush, in this case, Prussia. You need to deal with the Muscovite threat in the east, either through alliance or through whatever. Either through alliance or working with Prussia and Commonwealth to take down the Russians. It's really... That is you. You're in contention with the Commonwealth here because of these provinces, which is why I'd say they'd be anti-you. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, also Norway's becoming independent, so that's a little bit of free land grab. It's pretty shitty land, a lot of it. I wouldn't even bother taking most of this land. Like, look at that. This land, this province, I'd take this one. State income 1 ducat for like... It's such shit land. It's just hills and like naval supplies and fish, and it's like, eh. This, however, that's nice. This stuff has... I don't even know. Norway's just like a fucking wasteland. Tag Muscovy, tag Muscovy. Yeah, save edits, this, that, and whatnot. Muscovy can form Russia when that's done. He knows what to do. He'll figure it out himself. I'm not going to waste time on that. PLC. Oop. Oop. My microphone. Goods produced, I'd take that as soon as possible. 231 with a strong claim. 334. Fuck him. Yeah, I'd wipe out the pretenders as well. You need to work on your fort situation, because currently there's this big thing here in the south that they can walk through, and there's only one line here, which, because they're level 2, you blast through them. I mean, even level 3, level 4 forts you can blast through if you have enough cannon. You have so much over here when your closest ally is Prussia, so like, it's kind of wasted in my opinion. You need forts along this line, as I'm assuming you're probably anti-Russia. Yeah. What's your eco like? I'll look at that. Army maintenance, interest, what the fuck? Why do you have so much debt? Did you like embrace the institution or something? You need to get rid of one of these. I would say get rid of the monopoly on textiles. Because, okay, one of the downsides of having these monopoly things is it reduces your total income, which then reduces the amount of loans you can take, which then reduces the amount of money you can get from being indebted to Merchant Guild. Currently, your autonomy is increasing in all your provinces, which is not good. Which means you'll start losing even more money, which means you really need to take land from these cunts. I would stop giving them rights all over your land. Yeah, I'd stop giving them rights, take one of these away. Stop summoning diets. Like, really stop summoning diets. It'll take so long for you to lose all this influence. By 38 is your best time that you can remove one of these and then take the merchant debt to then pay off all of this debt. Or at least some of it. It'll pay off a bunch of debt and replace it with interest that is much less. Until then, wow, you're fucked with all these separatists and shit. Holy Jesus. What went wrong with you, dude? Are you in the religious turmoil? Okay. Yeah, this is fucked. I don't even... Your best bet is getting the merchant debt. Is getting this merchant debt indebted to the bourgeoisie, and paying off the rest of your other debt with actually less debt. You don't even have that much inflation. Then lowering your maintenance when you can, so like provoking separatists all around, taking the hits of manpower. Like literally just roam around your country provoking all these rebels and just giving yourself time to put the maintenance lower and recover money. If I was Russia, I'd be going into you like as soon as possible. Tag Turkish. I'll come back up and around to these guys. This will be 2 videos, Eastern Europe and then rest of the world. For the Turks, Turkey. For the Turks. He's been extorting money from the Europeans. He's been fucking sucking that sweet juices up. Expanding towards Asia, not as fast as I would have liked to. Just go faster. Come on. He's got a truce here. Just break it, head ass. Currently at war with Britain because reasons. We'll look at Georgia next and then sweep up. Is that ally? Is that these guys? No. Tibet. Okay, what? Why? I know why, but why? If I was him, I'd honestly be taking the, fuck the army tradition, honestly. I'd prefer money over army tradition. 70? 77. That's 8 ducats of increased income. I prefer that over army tradition any day of the week. With that, you just build more manufactories, you build more production shit, more this, that, and whatnot. More force limit buildings, more manpower buildings. Indebted to the Merchant Guild. 5k debt, which you're paying 2.4 ducats of interest on. Whatever shall we do? Wait, what's that? You can just... build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, possibly 9 fucking manufactories with that shit. Let's not build that there. Let's go up to there. Yeah. Reason I'm not building it in this trade zone is just because it's not Constantinople. You want the goods produced in... I'd prefer to have goods produced in here instead of in here, because in here, sure, the income goes up, production income goes up, so does the trade value. With that trade value, so does the amount that gets pulled out into the other people that are the people that you're declaring on. So I prefer to have that production, that goods produced in here, in here, in here. West Coast vote up there, that's right. Yeah, it's... Does it still have autonomy? It doesn't, okay. It's just felt like it was producing less. This is not the music for that shit. Okay. Yeah, Mamlukin is a thing that exists. I don't know. If I was Ottomans... I don't know. This is... I know he's, like, getting subsidies from Mamluks for the money that Mamluks are sucking down here. I don't know. Tag Georgia, and then we'll go to Austria, then Italy, then to Sicily, then Spain, then Portugal. Austria to Sicily, Italy, Switzerland, Spain, then Portugal. Fuck, there's so many people. Okay. Rival Wallet War. This war is over these colonial shit, which, you know, I'm the person that you gotta talk to there, so I won't say too shit about that because I don't want to. What the fuck is this? I don't want to. I don't know. I just don't want to say shit about it. Something for you and me to discuss in private. In the meantime, though, you don't need these forts up at home. Unless Ottomans come after you, and if they do come after you, well, fucking... You're fucked, aren't you? Where's this other fort you fucking have? One, two, three. It's the one he's standing on that the fucking model was blocking. Damn you, you bastard. Yeah, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. That fixes your income a slight bit. You don't have that many. I think these are your armies over here, so you can't lower maintenance. Unless you rent... No. That doesn't work for this. You're colonizing 3 with 3 colonists. We can see expansion and exploration. Wow, you are fucking weak. Next one I would say would be defensive for the extra fort defense. Why? We'll have Ottomans invest in you to build forts here, have them invest in you to keep these forts running, and a little bit extra on the side to be your their buffer state against the Muscovite and the Muscovite, aka Russian hordes. You have a bunch of mountains here and here that are very useful defending on. Yeah, that is the point of Georgia in most times. For their continued existence, they provide a buffer state. Do it for... ask Russia to send you money on the side as well if you even want to be even more lucrative. You're behind on tech just a bit, which is quite annoying for you because that admin thing, that idea group. Let's look at this real quick. Cossacks hate you with everything in their being. Why do they have nothing? I'm sure you have steppes. You do have steppes. Why? 33. Give them rights. Let them breathe. Let them breathe the air. Give them this as well, eventually. Yeah, I'd just give them all this shit. 48. And then click that as well. Right now, it's going up. I wouldn't do it now until they get above 30%. But after they get above 30% loyalty, then you start clicking those on. So that way they get to above 50, above 50. Why are these guys below? What? What? That should be above 50 now, right? 48. Fuck. Just chuck that on for the sake of it. That should be above 50, that should be above 50, that should be above 50. And yeah, I'd do this with your estates. Do these 3 immediately. Then do these 3 once this gets over 60. Once this gets over 30. You don't need to do the tax one. You don't need to do the Cossack herding rights one. Because I didn't realize this would give Cossack influence and loyalty as well. So yeah, you don't need to do that one, which will keep you above the which will chuck you to 15% crown land instead of whatever it is now. Yeah, and you're annexing these guys, so yeah, 35. I'd stop the training of these guys. Oh wait, no, they're training over here. Never mind. If you want to fight over here, then keep training them. But because you're so close to annexing these guys, it'll chuck you over force limit. I imagine these guys are pretty drilled. You can just delete guys at home that aren't drilled. Actually, yeah, you just delete a few. Never mind. You have literally... you have literally nothing to spare to get the indebted to the merchant guild to pay off this debt and build up your own land. I would remove the trade power one here because it's just fucking worthless in my opinion. But that means you need to get this below 80%. You need to get this below 60 something percent and this over. Tag. Paranabia. Fuck does this even mean? P-O. 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 I don't have the button on my computer to make that like a special eye. What do you want from me? I imagine it's Miami. I imagine it's Miami or some shit like that. Alright. Tag Habsburg. They're in a state of... they're in a west state. They're annexing Hungary right now. I would have annexed Bohemia, in all honesty. Fuck Hungary. Your eco could be doing better, but that's fine. You only have the Bosnian separatists there. Just chuck this down. What I do is remove this 3, that 3. How much can stand here? 38. And chuck that 6 over there. Your total maintenance will actually, like, the amount that you're paying will go down, but you'll be training more unit. You'll be training the same amount of units. You could even, like, chuck another 3 over. Still, you'll be paying less in maintenance and training more units, therefore gaining more professionalism. You don't have any of them except the mill one. These are all over 50. No, that one isn't. That's a 42. I'm very liberal with this shit because absolutism, you just remove it when absolutism is the thing. Then, okay, so take 5-year loan. Yeah, the Merchant Guild gives 5% loyalty as well, so that'll bump it over a bit. If you're staying Catholic, stay Catholic. I don't fucking know at this point. You'd probably be better going for like a Protestant or Reformed empire, or just a Treaty of Westphalia. At this point, I'd say Protestant empire. Fuck it, just everyone go Protestant. I wanted to be Reformed, so that's not me saying it for me. I'm saying it just because Protestant's better, in my personal opinion. When that's above 50, you can click this button, get 5%, and until then, take that, stop investing in both, finish defensive, get that, just finish defensive. My ears! Okay, now that phone call's done, so you take out all this debt, it's all 1%'s right. Yeah. With this debt, you can build that one workshop. You can build that one there. You can build a few force limit buildings. Build a bit of manpower. Good stuff. Your nation will be better off after taking that debt. Everything will be great, lovely, and fantastic. Differ rep 111. Then you just pay it back when you can. As of right now, probably turn off these forts because money, money, money. Very important. It's another 2 ducats. Switch these around. Make them the ones that are training here instead of the cannon and cav. Yeah. Expand if you can. expand in these provinces if you can. Just because even though you may be friends with Switzerland, I would prefer to just have this land myself. It's always better to own land than give it to allies, in my opinion. 90% of the time. Switzerland's also decently big as well. He can fucking manage. Tag Swiss. Let's look at these missions just because they're new and I haven't looked at them before. What does that do? Ooh, 200 diplo power. Not too bad. Instant Switzerland and... Let's change that to Austria real quick. One autonomous patrol of following must be Rincondore's your country and help them to win a war. So what I would do here is just in like a fake war or something, in a fake war, rank condot to someone and have them win the war, like, and just then win for 1 ducat, and then click that, get the Swiss Home Guard mercenaries. I definitely go for that as fast as possible, the sooner you get it the better. I would probably change to Protestant or Reformed, like 9,000% I would, as Switzerland in your current position. Fair of the sausages. Ooh, lovely. I love a bit of a fair of the sausages. 50 papal influence means you probably get church power and other shit then when you change. Alright. What does that do? What does that do? You just conquer. Huh. Okay. Yeah. I'd just say for you, you probably went quantity? No, you went eco, administrative, economic. Does diplomatic still give the 200%? The 50%, I mean. Where is quantity, quantity, quantity? No, it's not in quantity. It's on offensive, 50% manpower, merc manpower. Yeah, you could go Diplo offensive and have a shit ton of merc manpower. Which isn't too bad. If you really don't know, I'm not a merc build kind of guy, I'll just look at your estates instead. Diplo power, mil power, admin power. So for now you just need to get these above 50. Boop. I wouldn't give it to them. I wouldn't give this to them until you get above that 30% because it is just going to increase the increase the effects that are occurring here. That's 55 and that's 67. Lovely. Once that gets to 60, you'll get like dev cost. Yeah. Indebted to Merchants Guild. Indebted to the Burkers, whatever. Wow, this is like really different music than what I remember putting on this playlist. Also, just select rivals. Select fucking... These aren't the people I'm saying to select, but I'd say probably select 2 Sicilies. I wouldn't select France, depending on how you do Diplo with them. Prussia, I know there's a little bit of bad blood there. Sweden, if there's a bit of bad blood between you and Prussia, then, you know, ally Sweden work against Prussia. Think about that kind of shit when you pick them. Italy, You probably work with Sicily and like go wombo combo, but as it stands, Italy has been your ally for a while, so if they're still working with you, I'd work with them. Yeah. With this money that you've got in here, a few manufactories, never hurt anyone. Yeah, I'd build a few manufactories. I'd be deving stuff to 20, which would be my goal for you. Get stuff to 10, get stuff to 20, because that's when the build slots open. Yeah, tag Italy. Fucking perfect nation, nothing has ever gone wrong here. Tag to Sicily. Debug underscore mode. Tag TTS. Sicily, you're in a bit of a disaster. You're a bit of this, bit of that. You had an unfortunate going with the Spanish. Do you have the... You do. I'd revoke this. When it gets to 50, I'd just revoke that. I'd try to get the 10-10-10 one here. Like, I'd try to get rid of this nobility lands right maybe instead, actually, and then put on the one that gives like everyone influence and loyalty, and then get rid of this from here and chuck on anything else really. Actually, it's 45, right? 46, 5 down. You won't even need anything there. You can just not have this influence up. Yeah. You're not gonna get that unless like you get some mill excess and shit from them, which will require some doing. What affects this? Base value. Let's skip this fucking song. So it'll be +1 from prestige. What does that give you again? Unrest and Diplo rep. Alright. Okay, I was just clicking that instead of doing it, and that I didn't read that it actually took away further points. For you, if you're not going to become an empire anytime soon, you're 366, yeah, I would start accepting some cultures in. That'll increase your economy just a tad by reducing the, where's some of the cunts that you still haven't accepted? Tuscan, that's up here, right? Yeah. So 15% tax, manpower from every province that is not like fully accepted but in your group. So by accepting the Umbrian and other shit and the Sicilian, you can that's a fair bit of land. That's 20, like 40% of your land that is now not having negative 15% tax, which is very nice. For 200 Diplo, not a bad fucking exchange. It should go up on the next tick if it didn't already, because I forgot to take it in. You don't have any rebels that are coming up currently. Turn off those forts, because honestly, fuck it. Just have 20k stationed there, and 20k stationed here. Like, they're in there, so that way people can't just, like, immediately land again. Change these to reformed. Ugh. The 3 admin one, I assume you have that because it's 50% off, yeah. It is a fair bit of money that you're spending on him for the 3 admin points, but you do you. Probably also grab that guy. But actually, no, I'd grab one of these two instead. Fuck him. Don't really know what to say for you apart from that, really. Because you're in a bit of a fuck situation, yeah? Did you just pay it off? You must have just paid off all your loan, so you can do that, click again, and then get the money back. I'd say work on alliances, work on Diplo. Who are you going to kill? Who are you going to work with? Spain's obviously aggressive against you. This, that, and whatnot. Tag. I just don't know what to do for you. Peculiar situation. Jamie, fucking, he doesn't need my advice. Mainly, I want to go watch a show, so I'm just not gonna do the extra 6 minutes on Jamie, because I wanted to end the. It's taking me like 20 minutes to do 4 or 5 people, when it's took me like 40 minutes to do about 6, 7. Portuguese. You don't have the +1 Diplo, +1 Dingo. Yeah, that's better. Look at that. +1, +1. Oh, not too shabby. Why do you have vortexes on? Stop it. Stop it. Bad. Bad boy. -1. Fuck it. Who cares? When this shit is unoccupied in a month, you will be making that money back, so it's fine. It's fine. No need to spend 2 mil points on it. This stuff I saw wasn't in a trade company. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. But what it is doing is spreading all the institutions over here, which is quite cancer if I do say so myself. Just like over here, I think that just automatically spreads. Yeah, it does, because trade companies get that. That is quite cancer that you've done that, though. Allowed the institutions to spread into here. Yeah, Portuguese. I'd say don't know. Really don't know. You should stay Catholic because you have all this shit. You went for the top one. Don't know about that, G. I'd prefer the bottom one. Unrest. Oh wait, no, construction cost. I'm fine with that. It's the admin points into it though. It's like the +1 admin is what I'm dislike about it, but it's fine. That's 44. Let's just fucking click on this. Look at that. 54. 56. 72. Everything's fine here. Yeah, that should be G. Your only main thing is just figure out colonial ambitions, and I literally have no way to say this without being to say shit like that, advise shit like that without being biased towards myself. So I won't, like, accidentally biased towards myself. Wine monopolies, I don't fucking know. Colonize Caribbean, 10% trade efficiency, 10% logo on residentship, fucking North Morocco. Okay. There's really just not much I can say. There's not much to really say about it. I mean, you can get rid of one of these fucking things and grab the indebted to merchant guilds thingo. For now, let's just do a month tick by. Look at all those golden arrows. See, look at that. +8. You don't need to spend that shit. Everything's fine here. And you get the men there. Lovely, dude. The fuck happened over here? like just do any wars or shit while we unpaused. Hey, look, it's Russia. That's a 504. That's pretty unfortunate. So let's look. 3 gold provinces, 2 gold provinces, not too bad. Alrighty, yeah, fuck you.